Okay, so Andrea and Danielle from Landa, it's great to have you. Thanks a million for doing this. I really appreciate it. So we're going to do a bit of a product introduction to Landa. Landa are a company that we've known of for years. And we've only started working with them as distributors in the last year, I think. Which is a really strange time to start working with a new brand, given the craziness that we're all going through. But we're really excited to have them on board. We've known them for so long that we know that their quality is very good. But since we started working with them, we've learned a hell of a lot more about their quality. So, hi guys, how are you?
Hi, we're good.
Obviously, they're based in Italy, which is amazing. So, congratulations on last night. Are you excited?
Yeah, tired but excited.
Yeah. You look fairly sober for after winning the European Championships. Which, if it was Ireland, I wouldn't be here.
Oh, we've had 15 hours to recover now. We're good. We're good. No, sorry, 13 hours.
Yeah, no, I think we'd be celebrating for at least a month. You wouldn't see us in work for at least a month, I'm sure, but you've had plenty of practice. So
we're used to it.
Yeah. We are not. So we're very jealous. But congratulations, it's brilliant. So guys, if you want to, I'd love to find out more about the company and share that with the audience. Obviously, I've learned a bit from starting to work with you guys, but can you give us a little bit of backstory about Landa? Like, where did it start?
So the Bugatti Group was actually founded in 1923. Andrea is actually a fifth generation Bugatti. The company started life.
You look very young for it, Andrea. So
yeah, he's been heading the company since the late 1920s. He's just he's got some really good face cream. Anyway, so the company, the group was started in 1923. The company actually started the group Fratelli Bugatti. Actually invented a particular type of brass alloy, which is used to this day in die casting. It was the first company in Val Trompia to do die casting. The area we're in is actually traditionally very, very well known for metalworking. So we have a number of really big names in the cutlery industry, saucepan industry, taps, hydraulic and pneumatic components, and even the gun industry. We're less than 5 miles as the crow flies from Beretta, which is probably one of the biggest gun manufacturers in the world. And all because this area is actually, we're in the area north of Brescia, and just west of Lake Garda. It's really well known for metalworking and specifically die casting. Has always been a big thing around here.
And how do you feel that's helped? Actually, I'm getting feedback there. I don't know if you're getting it. Can you hear that?
No, we have no feedback.
No. So how do you feel that has helped the company?
Well, it's inevitably helped the company because we have 98 years and counting experience of working with metal, and die casting is a big part of that tradition and that heritage. And it is something, it's a pedigree that sort of shines through even within the Landa brand, which is part of the group. It's something that shows through any of our products. The level of die casting that the company does, we'll show you a few examples later, is just it's world class because this is the part of Italy to be in for that kind of manufacturing. It's what we do around here.
Yeah, which is amazing, given that the brand is predominantly external lighting. I think probably that's for us, like from the history of what we do, and external lighting is, it's absolutely fundamental to make sure that the quality is good. The outer body needs to be really, really strong and really robust. So it's great to hear that you have that history and tradition behind you. So really interesting just about the Bugatti family. So as far as I know from the history, you have 4 different companies underneath the brand of Bugatti. So who are they?
So if you'll allow us to share the screen, we can show you a bit more about the group.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
So we have as I was saying, we have four different. There are four companies within the group. Each has its own speciality. Bugatti, Casa Bugatti, Bugatti Italy is becoming an up and coming homeware brand. It's where the company started, so it's still in homewares. Cutlery is a big part of what they do, and it's becoming quite a well-established brand worldwide. We sell through Galeries Lafayette in Paris. Harrods has a Bugatti concession in London, and the company specializes in homeware and white goods, so small.
So we must. I must check my cutlery to make sure that I have some of yours in my press.
Well, we hope you do. Yes, we hope you
do.
Well,
I'll have to. I'll have to now.
We have INEP, which is the part of the group that makes quick couplings for hydraulic and pneumatic systems. So quick couplings, fluid technology is a big part of what INEP do. So you have anything from quick connectors to tap systems for industrial use. INEP is the more technically specialized, should we say, of the three manufacturing companies. We have Picchi, which is Picchi actually makes machines for CNC machines, diamond cutting machines. So Picchi makes machines to make machines, should we say, to an extent, and was founded. I mean, that's late 1950s. INEP was late 70s. Landa was born in the 80s, and then of course the fourth company is Landa, and Landa specializes, has always done outdoor lighting since it was founded. So we have, between the four companies, we have a joint knowledge, should we say, of over 200 years knowledge on working on metalwork. So we're starting to get good at it. I wouldn't say we know everything yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah, but with the history of the other companies behind you, I'm sure it feeds nicely into what you do in Landa. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the family group tends to share a lot of information. There's a lot of cross-pollination. So any new manufacturing methods that are developed for one of the brands will be, they're accessible to the whole group. Andrea, for example, currently has the best prototyping, the best 3D printer within the group. So that's used for prototype development by the entire group, and vice versa. If any of the others have any particular technological advancement, it's shared with the whole rest of the group.
That's amazing.
Within extended family, we find about 95% of the industrial processes that are required for lighting, for the homeware. There will be a family-run company or a close relative that will be able to assist in just about any industrial process that's required for manufacturing.
Okay, really, really interesting. So, that's kind of a bit about the past, and for you guys, what's the vision for Landa as you move forward? There's so many brands underneath the Bugatti range that, to give one vision to Landa, what is that, do you think, for you guys?
Well, excuse me. Landa, like all of the companies within the group, are trying to be recognized as being good companies within their field of expertise. So they try and have the right balance between innovation without being overly expensive. So the brand always tries to make sure the products are good value for money, easy to use, well engineered, and you'll find that throughout all of the Landa products, but you'll find that in any of the Bugatti family companies. So where we see ourselves in the future is, well, as you'll see from the products in a few moments, we would like to have a complete offering that you can use as a one-stop shop, should we say, to a good extent, for for any residential or commercial project. But we're also trying to develop some different and very individual pieces that people recognize us by, as you'll see from the unexpected collections that we'll talk to you about in a few moments. And that's true of most of the companies within the group. Obviously, Bugatti Italy that's easier for them because they're making homeware and there's a strong design element. Landa also, there is quite a strong design element. Industrial machines, you can't over design them too much because they doesn't work.
So just looking at the design element of it then, so who does Landa use predominantly to do your designs?
So the design at the moment is a 50-50 share of one of our main product designers at the moment is Stefano Dall'Osso, who's a Swiss-Italian product designer who was responsible for the rebirth of Ares that has now become part of Foss Group. So he has a good pedigree as far as product design goes. And I would say probably the remaining 50% is done by our internal sales product staff. So the technical office is obviously quite well. They're well trained. They've been doing it for a long time, and they come up with some good ideas. So it's a 50-50 combination.
Yeah. That's really interesting.